at the moment coming over his left shoulder, going left to right across the screen. Well, that's out. That's LBW. Plumb. Well, he's got it on target. Up goes the finger, and Glenn McGrath has struck in his second over. If you get the feeling if they get it straight, then there's always going to be a chance. So Shaka out. Correction, Javed Omar, LBW to McGrath for 5.
Wasn't much you could do about this. See him back off the wicket. Hit him halfway up the shin. He was going nowhere else by a middle and leg stump. Javed Omar is gone for 5. Bangladesh lose their first wicket. 8 runs on the board.
And the Australians were certainly looking for the early breakthrough, but slowness of the pitch and the resilience of the batting is denying them. Saka has given a chance, and it's been taken by Gilchrist in the right hand. Low down, an excellent catch, and finally that breakthrough. Must have been a change of commentators, Greg Chappell, that achieved that. Get your interpretation of it in a moment, but Saka caught Gilchrist, bowled Gillespie, and this was a smart catch.
Brilliant catch from Gilchrist. Low to the right hand, but he got a good look at it. Just a little bit wide of off stump. Saka really fending at that one outside the off stump. He'd done a pretty good job in support of Habibul this morning. But the first of the Bangladeshi wickets to fall this morning has come with Saka caught Gilchrist, bowled Gillespie for 35 and Bangladesh 2 for 89. One of the
watching the game to see this improvement in the Bangladeshi performance. He's got a glove on it. He's got a glove on it. A rapid ball from Brett Lee, and Ashraful could not get out of the way of it. The third wicket falls on a much quicker delivery from Brett Lee, and the youngster is on his way.
Well, this is a fine piece of bowling. Brett Lee has been pitching it up, line length, the odd, very short ball, but this one really flies outside off stump. Mohammad Ashraful does very well to get a glove on it, and for a moment, I thought the umpire may not have been going to give it, but he's walked. Headed straight off. But that is a fine piece of bowling by a very fine fast bowler. And we'll see here, it really zips through, and he just feathers that off the glove. Those behind the wicket are confident. Brett Lee doesn't look around to David Shepherd. And Mohammad Ashraful departs. But gee, that must have been the finest. Well, was that glove or perhaps a feather on the outside edge?
Well, you could hear the noise on the effects mic. Well, it would have been interesting to see if David Shepherd would have raised his finger had the batsman waited for his call.
Well, he didn't have to. Brett Relay raised his finger. He gave it out. Let's see how high it goes past him. It really does fly. It's shoulder high as it goes past. And we've seen much of the bounce here this morning in particular, but certainly on day 2 has been low. He's doing it again. A wrong and bowling.
Magnificent delivery from McGill. Well, he's kept that one in his kit bag for a while, and finally producing a ball that the batsman had no idea about. He thought it was the leg break. It wasn't, and he's been done cold. Watch this superb delivery.
Well, it wasn't bowled, it was LBW because it came off the front pad, and that was not picked. He hasn't bowled too many today. We talked about him having the back pad in, maybe to catch an edge off a bouncing wrong-un, but he doesn't need it, the fields. Beautiful piece of bowling. Middle stump, good piece of bowling. So we're watching for the straight one. And there it is, the wrong-un. This has got to be close. He's given him a long look from Rudy Kurtzen. Alec Kapali makes a pair.
More deception from McGill. He didn't read the wrong-un, and Rudy Kurtzen thought that was going to hit. No offer. even though it may have taken him outside the line, it didn't matter. Where was the ball going? Into the stumps, in the umpire's opinion, and all of a sudden the Bangladesh innings is falling apart. And the ignominy of that duck pursuing him off the field.
LBW McGill, both innings for no score. Zutter in the first innings, Rongan in the second. Let's have a look at this. Rudy Coutson has a good long look at it. We've got to determine what that is, hitting the stumps. Well, when you don't play a shot, you often lose the vestige of the benefit of the doubt. I'm not totally convinced that's hitting.
Oh, got an edge. And the finger does go up. There was a hesitation there on the behalf of Mashud. He wasn't going to walk. Gilchrist and McGill were confident.
Well bowled by Stewie McGill there, going back to the leg spinner straight away. He's doing a bit of slips catching there.
Just a feather on it from Mashud, and he departs for 6. And Bangladesh crumbling to 6 for 122. He did stand his ground. He was going to leave it.
Gillespie just trying to work on his rhythm at the moment. It's the first game back after a 6-week layoff.
Oh, through him. Clean bowled is Khalid Mahmood in the first over after lunch, and it could all end quite quickly for Bangladesh. 7 for 143. The death rattle heard loud and clear.
Gillespie bowling him behind his legs. Khalid Mahmood going across the crease as he does. A little bit of a shuffle before the ball is bowled. He's absolutely stunned that the ball's hit leg stump. He was expecting that just to go down behind his legs and through to the keeper, or maybe get some, well, he was hoping to get some bat on it, but he didn't manage that. He got a bit of wood on it, but it happened to be his leg stump. So Khalid Mahmood hasn't profited very much from the let-off from before lunch. He's out for 5. Jason Gillespie picks up his second wicket of the innings.
Just showed a little too much of his leg stump, or just enough.
At this stage, and we're talking then which ball to play and which to let go. Bangladesh and their wickets.
Oh, it's got to be. It's through him again, and McGill claims another 84 wicket this time. No leg spin on that one, and it deceived Tapash. Didn't get the bat down quickly enough. It certainly hit pad first if there was any.
David Shepherd's gone upstairs.
Well, there you go. You can be unlucky, Jim. I had the wrong over. The run out was at the end of this over and not the previous one. Mainly because Jason Gillespie was too shrewd last over. He bowled the bouncer. Stewie McGill tried the faster delivery. Darren Lehman's got a very good arm. I don't think you need to look at the third umpire on the replay there. I think Mataza would have just kept running. Well, he should have anyway.
Well, I don't think there's much doubt on that angle that he's short. He's moved off before.
So that's a positive.
Oh, straight up in the air. McGill should take this, and it's all over. McGill gets 5 in the innings, 7 for the match. Al Shaharia, the last man out, and Australia convincing winners. That was expected. Perhaps not the fight from the Bangladesh batsmen at times in this innings. So McGill gets the congratulations, and he finishes the game off with a catch from his own bowling. His 7th 5-wicket haul in his innings. He's 5th in Australia, and this is how it happened.
It's a lusty swing to the leg side. Stewie McGill wasn't going to let anyone else get in the picture. A little bit frustrated with the way things have gone this afternoon, but he's got his 5 wickets. Zaharia out finally for 36. He was the second top scorer in the innings for Bangladesh. Played some lusty shots. Looked to be the best of the stroke players as far as Bangladesh are concerned. So that's been a positive for them in this game. They really need their top order, Saka, Javed, Habibul, Ashraful and Zaharia to take some things out of this game into the next test match in Cairns. Steve Waugh, you can see there, has got the stump. That'll be another one of the items that'll go into his collection, no doubt. His first test match for playing now against the full complement of test-playing nations. He's got a full set of centuries against the test-playing nations. And his record as a captain is up there with the very best.
In fact, it is the best now. He's just gone past Clive Lloyd as the most successful test captain in test history. It was his 37th victory in 50 matches as captain of his country. An extraordinary record, really. And this is the camaraderie that everyone likes to see between two teams. And one would hope that the Bangladeshis have learned a lot in their taste of playing against the #1 team in the world, and the Australian players doing their little lap of honour, acknowledging the support of the local crowd here. And although the crowds haven't filled the ground, they've certainly been very enthusiastic and given a wonderful support to both teams during this match.
Yes, it has been a historic test match here in Darwin, their first